met Lucas back in March of 2015. I made a video for the Down Syndrome Network for one of their events, and Lucas was there as a volunteer working at the silent auction booth. And I was just walking around kind of killing time until the video played.
I noticed Trony was there and she came over. I said, "Hey, I'm Lucas, you're Trony, we should know each other." And she kind of looked at me and just like,
Who are you? Like, how do you know who I am? And he said we had some mutual friends. So I said, okay, who are they? And he told me who they were. And I said, oh, okay, I think I've heard of you before, but I didn't know like you were Lucas.
We just small talked a little bit and then she left. I invited her to my birthday party, which was the next day. And she came and we had a good conversation, but there was nothing much that really came of that.
And I brought one of my friends with me, and we both were just kind of talking to lots of people, and she kind of expressed interest in Lucas, so I backed off because I was being a good girlfriend and let her kind of have her time of being interested in him. For the next month or so, I kept inviting him to group stuff so my friend could get to know him better, and I was kind of being her wing woman.
In the month of April, we wanted to take her out, but I never had the chance. I think we went and hung out at Tempe Town Lake once, and that's how I got her number, I think. Around May, I was in New York and he started texting me more often, and I thought, maybe he's actually interested in me instead of my friend, and I was just being cordial and texting him back. And I got home from New York and we've been talking a lot, but I still hadn't gone on a date with him. And I was kind of confused, like maybe he doesn't like me and he's just being friendly, and maybe he likes one of my friends. We started talking a lot more. Then Trony invited me to go to the drive-in theaters, and I was just like, awesome. And she said, I'll get my friends, you get your friends, and we can have a good time. And I was at lunch with my friend, Whitney, and I told her, I said, I've been kind of talking to this Lucas guy, he's pretty cute, but he hasn't gone on a date yet, so I don't think he likes me. But we're gonna go see Pitch Perfect 2 tonight with a bunch of friends. And she said, Trony, if you go with all your friends, you're gonna get friend zoned so hard, you have to go by yourself. And I was like, Whitney, I can't do that. I can't go to drive-ins with this boy that I don't even know if he likes me. She said, you have to. And so she grabbed my phone and texted my friends and said, hey guys, I'm interested in Lucas. Do you mind if I go by myself tonight? And press send. My jaw dropped. I was shocked that she sent that to my friends because no one knew I was interested in him. I hadn't told anyone yet. And so they all texted back saying, what, you're interested in Lucas? We had no idea. And of course, all my girlfriends said, go for it. So Trony texted me and said that she still wants to go, but that all her friends bailed on her and asked me if I still wanted to go. I, of course, wanted to go with her. I was really interested in getting to know her better. Knew she was an awesome girl. And so we went to the drive-ins, and she drove her dad's truck, and we had everything set up in the back, and we had a really great time. Just getting to know each other. After that, he asked me out on what he considers our real first official date. And we went to the Culinary Dropout and then hiked the Hole in the Rock. And again, it was just a great time, super comfortable around him and easy to have great conversation. And after that, I knew that I wanted to spend more time with him, but I was going to be gone all summer being an EFY counselor. So I was a little bit torn on what to do, but I told him, like, I don't want to settle down because that's kind of a long time being away, and let's just continue keeping in touch and see what happens when I get home at the end of the summer. And so she left for EFY, and we talked on and off, and she'd come back and we'd play all weekend and have so much fun, and then she'd leave. I found that I just wanted to talk to her more and see her more over the summer. So this is when I was starting to really realize that she had a lot of potential, that I should get to know her more. I finally was done with EFY, and I knew I needed to see where this relationship could go. And he was anxious to just start dating right away. And first thing he said when I came home, so where do you think we're at now? And I said, hold up, I just got home. Let's date for like a couple weeks and see where it goes after that. And so I realized, oh man, I jumped the gun. I don't want to mess this up. And she thought about it, and a week or two later, she sat me down by the pool with her feet in, and she said that she wanted to date. And I was so excited, and I think that was the start of us spending a lot of time together and getting to know each other on a more personal basis on good and bad days. All right, the proposal. So this is like my favorite story ever. I think it's the best. So I had a trip planned with my friends to go to Hawaii at the beginning of January. And prior to that, me and Lucas knew we wanted to get married, and I told him that'd be so cool if you could propose in Hawaii. And he said, yeah, I don't count on it. And I said, I know, that's not gonna happen. It's too last minute, too expensive. So I knew I wanted to marry her, and I talked to her parents and said, this is my plan. Hawaii'd be great. I'm not expecting to do that, but this is my other plan. And Tava, her mom, said, I don't know, just think about it. And I did. And I talked to my mom. She said, just check it out. And I did, and it just didn't work out. The ring wasn't ready, and flights weren't working out. But Wednesday night, I got a flight for Hawaii, leaving on Friday at 5 in the morning, and I took off work, and I made my way to Hawaii.
It was Friday, and my friend Jessica, who we were staying with, had the day off, and we were playing at the beach all day. And earlier that day, she said, hey, we should take pictures tonight as friends, get all dressed up and take pictures at sunset. That would be really nice. And I thought that was a little weird, but not too abnormal because everyone loves pretty pictures on the beach.
So I was talking to her friends, Sterling and Jessica, who live there, and we coordinated how I was going to do everything. I landed in Hawaii, and I found Baby Beach, and that was the best place. So I told Jessica where to meet me, and I got things ready. So I set up flowers on the beach. I had the GoPro so Trani could have it on video, which was really important for her. I'm glad I did that.
We're walking on the beach, and there's a couple of families there. And Jessica, she looks like she's looking for something or someone. I was like, Jessica, we're running out of sunlight. Let's just take pictures here. And she said, no, I'm looking for a different beach with less people. I was like, you can cut the people out of here, and right here, if you take the picture, it'll be fine. You won't see anybody. But she was adamant that we had to go to this other beach that Sterling told her we would be taking pictures at.
Her friends texted me and said that they're on their way, and I was standing and waiting there on the beach for about 10 minutes. And I was going crazy. My hands were twiddling, and I was wondering where she was. So I saw Trelawney coming down the beach, and she wasn't looking at me, or I couldn't see her. She just kind of was walking and doing her own thing.
I think my friends were confused why I hadn't reacted yet, but in the distance I saw a boy that kind of looked like Lucas, but I was like, it kind of threw me off guard, but I said, there's no way that's him. He's not coming here. So I ignored it, and I kept walking, and my friend said, hey, come down here closer to the water. So I walked towards the water, and I look over to my left again, and I see this boy just standing there, and I'm like, why is that guy just standing there and looking at us? I did not register that it was him because it was completely out of the question that he would come there.
It was about 40 feet away. She looked at me, and so I kind of waved my hand a little bit, and I could hear that, oh, that's Lucas.
That's when I realized that actually was Lucas. My first thought of that being him was true. So my jaw dropped and my eyes got big, and I turned to my friends and said, is that Lucas? And they all nodded their head, and I got really emotional and teary-eyed as I knew what was coming, because why else would he just fly to Hawaii and be waiting for me on a beach?
So Trelawney walked towards me, and she asked, how did you get here? I said, it doesn't matter. Crazy people do crazy things when they're in love. And I expressed how I felt about her and what she meant to me, and I knelt down on one knee, and I asked her if she would marry me. And she said, of course, yes. And we had a great kiss, and then we were engaged on the beach in Hawaii.
It was amazing. It was the best surprise, best proposal I could have ever asked for.
I'm excited to marry Trelawney. Trelawney is a beautiful girl, and I'm seriously the luckiest guy on earth to have the opportunity to marry her. From day one, I've been impressed with her and how she carries herself.
So there are so many qualities that I love about Lucas. He is so caring and so thoughtful all the time. He's always thinking of ways to make me happy and always just looking out for the best interest in me.
She really cares about others. I've seen how she prays for other people, how she wishes the best for others, and she puts her hands to work, and she's more than talk, but she'll do everything that she needs to help those around her.
So much fun to be around. He's always has a positive attitude. I'm completely 100% myself around him, super comfortable. He makes me just feel like I'm the most beautiful girl in the world.
She has a rock solid testimony of the gospel and is endowed and is very spiritual and has a good connection with God, which is very important to me, and I find that very attractive.
I love that he is so strong in the gospel, that he fulfills his callings to the fullest, and that he's always wanting to do good.
She is very attractive. I have a blonde fiance who's fit.
I love that he knows how to do videos and pictures, because I love those things, and he knows it, and he's always thinking of ways to capture what I think would be important as well.
I know Trelawney will be a great mom, and I'm excited to see how our future will be with our own kids, and I know she'll be very patient and loving and kind towards them.
He makes me want to be a better person all the time, and he's always looking for ways to progress and to achieve our goals together.
She makes me a better man. I'm happier around her, and I know that us just getting married will be one step to greater happiness, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. She's outstanding, and I am really excited to be with her. We'll have a wonderful marriage and a great life together.
He's the man of my dreams, and I love him so much, and I can't wait to spend eternity with him. I love you so much, Lucas Bodine.